Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we take those boring corporate filings and turn them into something you might actually want to watch. Today we're diving into a report from SmartRent, and let me tell you, there's a new sheriff in town, or should I say a new CEO. It's not every day a company does a C-level change so quickly. Before we get into it, if you like getting clear explanations of corporate documents, subscribe. We also have a Discord community linked below. Come talk shop with other investors. Okay, so what's the big deal? SmartRent just announced Frank Martell as their new president and chief executive officer. As of June 16, replacing John Dorman, who was just the interim CEO and president since April. That's a quick turnaround. Dorman will stay on as chairman of the board, so he is still around. So, who is Frank Martell? He's actually already been on SmartRent's board since last June. Before this, he was the president and CEO of Loan Depot until June of this year. He's also held some pretty big positions at CoreLogic, a property data company, including CEO and CFO. He has experience at other companies and even in a non-profit, so he isn't new to the block. Essentially, SmartRent is grabbing a guy with a lot of knowledge in real estate data. Now the important part, what's he getting paid? There is no funny business here. Martell's base salary is $700,000 a year. He is also eligible for a bonus. That bonus is targeted at 100% of his base salary, so another $700,000. But the maximum he could get is 250% of his target, so potentially $1,000, but the maximum he could get is 250% of his. Okay, this is where it gets more interesting. He's getting a grant of restricted stock units that cover 1,800,000 shares of SmartRent's Class A common stock. This is called the first grant, and it vests, meaning it will be his overtime in 4 equal quarterly installments, so it'll be fully vested by June of next year. Basically, it's an incentive for him to make good moves for the company. Also, in both 2026 and 2027, Martell could get more stock through time-based restricted stock units and performance-based restricted stock units. The quantity is 600,000 each time. The additional grants are given depending that the company shares increase or that Mr. Martell meet financial goals each year. There's a catch. If SmartRent's stockholders don't approve enough shares for these grants under their existing plan, then Martell will get cash instead. For $100,000, these vesting depend on being employed at the company. Okay, so what happens if SmartRent gets acquired? There is something mentioned called change in control. These ungranted stock units of shares will be granted to Martell. Also that financial goals will not count and will be deemed true in the company favor. These stock units of shares vest as if they were additional grants through timeline. Furthermore, Martell will be eligible to receive additional equity awards. 50% of such award is tied to performance conditions. This ensures his interests are aligned with the company's success. There are always clauses in there for if he gets fired or quits under certain conditions called qualifying termination. If this termination happens outside the period of a change of control, Martell gets a lump sum payment equal to his base salary, his target bonus, and any prorated annual bonus, as well as FUBRA benefits, and accelerated vesting of some equity awards. If the qualifying termination happens because there is a change in control of the company, Martell gets even more. He receives an even larger lump sum payment, more FUBRA benefits, and full accelerated vesting of all equity awards, with performance-based awards considered achieved at target. Additionally, there's a parachute payment clause so that Martell comes out on top after taxes, although the maximum payment benefit depends on calculations and what the company favor. Finally, the company issued a press release. Here we have some of the details said above so. What's the takeaway here? SmartRent is betting big on Frank Martell, giving him a substantial compensation package. It signals SmartRent is serious about growth and executing the plans through the company. Here is my opinion of this situation. SmartRent is in a position that needs outside expertise, that they have been trying to figure out what to do. While I do support that Frank Martell has a big name in RE data, is this enough for the company to move forward positively? The previous guy might have been fired to bring outside expertise to the company overall. While this looks great, there is no insurance that they can provide or the company does for Q3 and Q4. Alright, that's our breakdown of SmartRent's latest leadership shakeup and compensation details. What's your take on these moves and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.